mention about Wangui Kagiri, which I mentioned now, so that you can write job applications to her, is that she's in charge of logistics and East African tourism. Which means that she can organize for a truck of Alvaro to be delivered to JKUAT free of charge. Thank you very much. And now I step into my role as the Hark Master. There is no leaving the room like it happened the last time when people escaped from the table topics master. Why was Alligator, the Toastmaster, late? Daphne? Why was Alligator late?
I was late myself.
That's fine. No, stand up and tell us. Why was Alligator late?
Since I was also late,
Yes.
I did not get to hear why Alligator was late.
Why do you think he was late?
And the crocodile caught him.
What was the word of the day?
Exculpate. Exculpate.
Wow. What college did Alligator attend? The gentleman in a blue shirt. What college did he attend?
Yes, he attended college. He attended Moy University.
Excellent. What degree did he pursue?
Sure, but I think it's engineering.
What college did Wangui attend? Did you speak during table topics?
No, I did
Excellent.
not.
Yes, tell us.
Wangui attended Moy University. Sorry, it's the Moy University.
Oh, what was the title of Sam Jim's speech? Small? Do not despise small beginnings. How long was the speech supposed to? Oh, sorry. How long was the speech supposed to take?
The speech is supposed to take 5 to 7 minutes.
How long did his speech actually take? That's a good guess, and I commend you all for listening very carefully, and that was amazing. I'm amazed at the number of correct answers I got. And now I'm going to go into the general evaluation of the meeting. And as mentioned at the introduction, the general evaluation is everything and anything. Anything and everything, right? About the meeting. The room was excellently arranged. I thought it was very nice the way the room had been arranged with everything facing this side. The challenge I found with that is that there was a lot of space left here in front. I didn't leave a lot of room for people to come and sit without having to face the speaker from the side, which is a difficult thing. In future, I would suggest that you put the lectern right here and then have everyone sitting behind. And if you need to add seats, you can add seats behind, because if you add seats on this side, it becomes distracting, even for the person who's speaking. The meeting started late. It was scheduled to begin at 7 p.m. However, most of the speakers from Nairobi Toastmasters Club and Kwanza Kenya and SEMA arrived late. Some got lost, and some were not properly organized, like the general evaluator, who did not allocate himself enough time to arrive on time. And that presented a challenge, because one of the promises of Toastmasters meetings is that they start and end on time. And it's important for us to remember that when we make a commitment with regard to time, that we do everything that we can to keep that commitment. I loved it that people took roles spontaneously. Wangui, I loved it that you volunteered for the role of grammarian and read the word of the day on the fly. I was amazed about that. I loved it that you took up the role of joke master at that time and really took it up and gave us your jokes, and I really loved that about you. I loved it that you communicated early about this meeting. I saw the email that you introduced yourself with to Anne. A name like Alligator would be difficult for one to believe. Yes, that it's not a nickname, it's on someone's identity card, and he can prove that his name is actually a dictator. And I love that but he communicated very early with the hosts, and the hosts were aware about who's going to be the Toastmaster. And I think what could have been done better, especially by the president of Nairobi Toastmasters, is sharing the information beforehand with regard to telephone numbers, with regard to exact directions, and mentioning the room. I think that could have been done a lot better. I loved it that we had a speaker today. We did not have the second speakers we were expecting. We did not have the evaluate we were expecting. There's some roles that weren't filled today. But I liked it that you took up your roles and explained those roles, Anne and Jerry, and explained what those roles meant, and took them up and took up the challenge of researching about those roles on the internet and came prepared for your roles. That's commendable, especially for first-timers. I love the table topics. I loved it that you found a way to engage a variety of people. And the other thing that really impressed me about this particular meeting is that people actually spoke for a minute. In our club, it is very rare for individuals to have the guts to stand up and speak for a minute. And many times when it's people's first time, and you've seen that for yourselves when you came for the club meeting, many people will stand up and answer yes or no and sit down. And some will even say, I don't know, and try to sit down. But that's the whole purpose of Toastmasters, that it gives everybody an opportunity to start somewhere. So even that yes or no answer is appropriate, but I was very impressed with the fact that everybody spoke for at least 30 seconds, and I really loved that. And I love the way some of you have really progressed along the way of public speaking, and I'm impressed by that, and I'm really hoping that you take up this challenge. The evaluation of the speech went well. Again, the evaluator should avoid being overly dramatic in terms of walking around the room. Much as he's trying to make a point, that is too much of a good thing, because there's need to just do the little thing that you're supposed to do and then do it well and let the audience take up what they want from that point. And they've learned. Wangui, you're an excellent speaker. But when you stand here on the lecture, and this is my personal sentiment, and everything about Toastmasters evaluations is a personal opinion. This is not an opinion of the crowd. This is a personal opinion of what I feel and what I saw. You tend to have a very stern face when you're sitting here. When you stand to the side, you're jovial and you're laughing. But as soon as you stand here, I don't know what happens. And I saw it during the debate where you assume the format stands.
I won the debate.
She won the debate, okay? I can tell you. Okay? And I think you can relax a little more. I thought that you fidget a little bit, and you show a little bit of nervousness, but that is normal. And I think you can, it's something that you can work on. What I loved about the table topics is that you are very audible. And you have an excellent way of using language. I think your language is excellent. I think you speak English well. And I was very impressed with that. Joke masters, very good cracking of jokes, Alligator. Well done. I'm always impressed by you, and it's always a joy to spend time with Alligator, a person who is so enthusiastic. Now, the thing about jokes is this. Even if you don't find it funny then, laugh. It's difficult enough to be a public speaker. When you crack a joke and people just look at it, it's difficult. You'll understand the jokes later. Just laugh. Don't just sit there and then watch a person walk away from you. It's horrible. It's horrible. So just laugh. When you crack, just laugh. Because when you're joking, that is the time allocated for you. Burst out into laughter. And when someone else is just, Go ahead. Now, Samjin, thank you very much for the jokes. They were very nice. I think the thing about jokes, this is my thought, is that they need to be carefully segmented so that we know where one joke ends. And don't beat the stage before the punchline. Don't walk away and give us the punchline from here. It's very difficult to associate what you are saying with what you're saying when you're sitting here. However, I love it that you have jokes that you have worked on, and I love it that there's a pattern to what you do. And I think you're an excellent comedian in terms of being a humorous speaker, and I think it's something that you need to explore and take up, because you're very good at it, and I think you get extremely good at it. Excellent, thank you. Grabarian, thank you very much for the report. One of the things I loved about your report is that it started off with the things that you liked, We included the things that we can improve, but ended with an encouragement, which is what in Toastmasters we call the sandwich approach. You say one good thing about a person, you say what you need to improve about the person, but also close with an encouragement. Because when you do that, it always leaves someone encouraged. Right? But remembering that there's something that they can do better. I love that you did that. Heartmaster, yes, that was an interesting session. I think the Heartmaster needs to take time to learn people's names. Another thing I think Nairobi Toastmasters president should be told is to invest in things like labels. Things like tags that can tell people what roles are, where you can have something that hangs around your neck that tells people what role you have, and then share more information about the meeting and what is expected of other people. I thought this was a fantastic meeting. I'm very encouraged by the show up. Oh, it's time! I'm very encouraged by the number of people who showed up, and I'm delighted that this was a very successful first meeting, and I hope to have many, many more. Mr. Toastmaster.
Great. There is a timer's report. So the master evaluator does not use this time. Oh, I exhausted this time.
Oh, yes. One of the things I loved about Jerry, I first met Jerry during a meeting for something called STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. And Jerry never forgot that I mentioned that I'm a Toastmaster and has held me accountable to that all that time. And Jerry has made a diligent follow-up of everything about Toastmasters. And when I mentioned it again at the SES meeting, Jerry followed that up. And that's why we are sitting here today, because she took the time to follow up. I am honored that she was a timer today. Jerry, tell us more